Good damn morning, good evening, and good afternoon. This is Nathaniel Kempson Productions here today, and welcome back to Cower Bridge Junction. In today's video, we're taking a look at the brand new-ish Manor class from Accurascale. We're going to open the box, we're going to take a look at the details, see how it runs, talk a little bit about the shipping process, spoilers, and just generally see how good a model Accurascale have made. So, you can already see it works, so let's jump right into the video. Okay, so here we are then, over at the new unboxing area. I've started to decorate it, as you can see. Please, if you can, do take a look at these, especially this one here. Anyway, so let's open the main attraction. So this literally arrived about 10 minutes ago. I was busy listening to a certain someone. And I didn't actually realise he was there until he kind of waved through the window. So, first impressions of the box. I've taped up my personal information so you can't stalk me. Looks like a decent size. It does feel quite heavy. It feels quite dense as well, which is good. So I'm hoping there's plenty of packaging in there. So I guess I should open it. So I'm hoping that this camera angle will be better than the Class 117 unboxing that I did, because that was a little bit kind of chaotic. I'm hoping I've got a slightly better angle on it this time. So I just need to find my knife. Where did I put it? There it is. I found it. So let's open this. This is very silly. There we go. Do as I say, not as I do. This is actually a lot more difficult than it looks. For a gag, this is quite difficult and time-consuming. But okay then. So let's get taking a look. So, oh, looks like we've got a pass the parcel situation going on here. Why don't I do a Linus Tech Tips and open it like that and make everybody wet themselves, shall we? Oh yeah, that was way more fun. No prizes for guessing where this came from then, hey? Yeah, damn, this is real impressive. You can't actually see that. It's so big it can't go in, fit in frame properly. So let's get these end bits off first. Wow, that's heavy. So quickly talk about the packaging. This stuff is quite impressive. It's real dense, very strong shape. I wonder if I could unfold it to see what kind of shape it is. I'll try that later. Yeah, no, I like that. Stops it from banging around inside the outer packaging there. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, here we go. This is a massive box though. Look at the size of that. That's insane. Where's my tape measure? Just to give you guys some sense of context on just how thick this box is. That's just shy of 4 inches. There you go. Just over, or just under. My tape measure's a bit wonky. There you go. 4 inches, which is, what's that, 10 and a bit centimetres? That's mad. That's absolute madness. So, slide the plastic sleeve off. Now, arguably this is a bit of a waste of time and money and the planet, but it stops the cardboard from getting scuffed up, which, again, you could argue is completely completely pointless, superfluous. And it looks like the box has been scratched anyway. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe that's supposed to be there? I don't know. It looks like it's got like bits of cardboard stuck to it, like static electricity or something, but it doesn't seem to want to come off. Interesting. Well, there we go. That is the information for you there. Great Western Railway, Manor locomotive 7810 Draycott Manor. Now, I got this as an unfitted DCC model, so it's DCC ready. I couldn't afford a sound fitted model. I would have loved to have got one, but can't afford that. Well, there you go. There's their address for future reference, I guess. It's nice to have. So let's open this. Oh, that's tight. Very similar to Dapple boxes and some of the early Helgen stuff. This is not going to come off. The vacuum inside the box is keeping its lid on. And look at that, look. That's how much suction there is in there. Come on. There we go. I tell you what. That is a thick with 2 C's bit of cardboard right there. Oops. Bump the camera. So what's that? Oh, is this the owner's manual? I like how they've done that as like a real locomotive manual. I just realised I've not got the light on top of the camera. What a silly idiot. There we go. That might blow the colour out a little bit, I suppose, but there we go. Oh wow, the whole thing's in colour. That's cool. So this is just a brief history of the class itself. You know, first batch of locomotives, all where they were located in, shed codes and stuff like that. So is this just history about the real things? Or is... Yes, it is. Okay, this is just a booklet to tell you about the real thing. Okay, that's nice. Not quite what I thought, but... Ooh, I'm liking the kind of blueprint type drawings. That's pretty cool. I like that. That will be a good read, that. Ah, this must be the actual model manual. Yes, looks like it is. How to fit the crew, which I don't have, because they weren't in stock. Because apparently everybody wanted to buy them all at the same time. So that's an exploded diagram. My God, there's a lot of parts to that. Holy cow. Damn. That's really quite comprehensive, actually. Impressive. Notes on how to get things apart. So, now this is interesting. Judging by the end of this, okay, this is just a CAD, computer-aided design appearance. Doesn't look like there's any tender to locomotive electrical connection. Judging by just what we see here, you've just got the little drawbar thing, which is interesting. I thought there was, but who knows? I guess we'll find out when we get it out of the box. I say one thing about the packaging is it's real clean. Like it's not like in your face. This is us. We're here. It's really clean, decent kind of style to it, I suppose. Oh my God! There's bags of bits there. Ah, okay. Etched number plates for the cab side. I don't think the camera will pick that up. I'll have to zoom in. There they are, the cab side numbers. Very nice. And here is the rest of the details pack. Looks like you get, is that a coal load? Not quite sure why that's not in the tender already, but whatever. Nameplates. Oh no, headboard. Is that Pembroke Coast Express, does that say? Yeah, it looks like it. Some firing irons there, a front coupling, tension lock coupling. What is that? Oh! I think that's a replacement cylinder cover. More on that later. Yeah, that looks like a decent amount of stuff in there. Yeah, you've got some screw link couplings at this end as well. quite impressive. Put those to one side. There it is, look. In its block of ice, you can't see anything because of the wacky reflections going on. So, let's get it out. Very impressed with the packaging. I have said that already, but I don't think there is going to be any damage on this at all. And there bloody well better not be. So, oh, I'm quite nervous actually. Can you hear it in my voice? Oops. Okay, it looks like it's got a very thin plastic film on it. Wow! Holy shit! There are wires. I've just seen them. There are wires. You can't see a thing what I'm seeing because you're too far away. But yeah, wow. Oh, that is so heavy. My gosh. Wow. Crap on a cracker, that's beautiful. Right, let's change the camera angle and have a closer look. Okay, so let's have a look at this thing in close-up. So here it is. Absolutely flawless. Don't know how close I can get it to the camera like this. Oh, that's not bad actually. Still a little bit backwards, but there we go. That is simply amazing. Lining is perfect. There's a few fingerprints on the bodywork. That's probably me. It's very cold outside, and this is actually a metal, I think, at least, boiler and firebox and stuff. There's one of my fingerprints. Simply amazing. We do have sprung buffers, but the tension is extremely strong, which I don't think I've ever seen before. So curious to find out why they decided to do that. But there's the face of it, looking absolutely beautiful. It does look incredibly well done. I don't know whether you'll see this on the camera or not. If I get a bit closer, you might... No, it doesn't like that. The metalwork on the chimney cap there is very well done, and to my eye looks like they've added a little bit of heat kind of discoloration to it. That could just be the shadow, however, but that's extremely impressive. Let's have a look at the other side. It's not easy when the loco is connected to the tender semi-permanently. I wish people would stop doing that. But there we go. This is the other side. Very, very well done. Paintwork is just as exquisite on this side as the other side. There's the shiny blobs of glue again by the handrail and the smoke box. You just about see that, I think. Just here. And here, excuse me. But other than that, flawless. Well and truly flawless. And the tender again, there it is, with my fingerprints all over it. I do apologise, but there you go. And just have a look at the back of the tender as well, which is very nice. Now, if I remember rightly, if I'm careful with how I hold this, this tender filler cap here opens. I don't know why you wanted to do that, but there you go, it does. Cool, I guess. And wow, that cap detail. Holy shit. I don't know if you can see that carefully. Look at that. That is simply remarkable. I'll try and get close-up insert shots of bits and pieces as I go, but that is real impressive. Oops, hold it up to the camera. There you go. You can see the fire hole door is open. That's because this does have firebox flicker effect, which hopefully we can get working. So I just want to show you the underside of it, if I'm extremely careful. The tender has come uncoupled, but there we go. So hopefully you can see the mechanism they have used for coupling the tender to the locomotive, which is kind of a standard drawbar type thing from the last 10 years or so. But there is a very tiny spring just at the back there. You can see that's how it moves. I'll be interested to see how that performs, because on my M-Class, which has something very similar to this, it doesn't perform very well at all. So, as I mentioned, there is a wired connection. You can just see it in the gap. I'll put my finger... Oh no, I won't, because you can't see it. There it is, that line at the top. That's the wires, there they go. That's them there. So there is wiring in the tender. In fact, that must be where the speaker goes, because I think I can see some speaker grill holes in the floor of the tender. Yes, there they are, behind this water pickup scoop. It's very impressive, I have to say. Right, let's do some handheld camera close-ups. This can only go well. Here we go. So there's the cab. Please ignore my fingerprints. Nameplate, which is not etched, by the way. That is a printed nameplate. And there's a smoke box. There's those blobs of shiny glue that I mentioned earlier. And while we're up the front of the loco, you might be able to see the cylinder covers there are chopped away slightly, which is on purpose. So the front wheels there have enough clearance to go round the track, essentially. That's what that other cylinder colour thing was in the detail bag, which was a nice touch. There's the chimney, which actually on camera doesn't look like there's any kind of heat discoloration, which is a bit of a disappointment. I thought there was, but that must have just been the shadows cast on it. Never mind. So there is that cab detail there. This is extremely difficult to film, so please forgive me. I can see some information on the dials there. I don't know if it's actually numbers or if it's just squiggly lines to give the impression of numbers, but everything is there. The regulator being picked out in red is stunning, as is the reverser on the right hand side there. And I cannot wait to see that firebox flicker in effect. So, the only thing left to do now is to get this fitted with a decoder and get it on the layout. Okay, so here we are. This is inside the tender. It was fairly simple to take off. 4 screws in total, 2 at each end. Was a bit tricky to get the tender body off because of the amount of detail that was between the chassis and the body shell. It appeared to be glued in place, which I'm not a fan of particularly. So a few marks off for me personally. You can see though, 2 massive-ish capacitors, which means that this loco will hopefully never stutter anywhere on the layout, theoretically. One quick thing which I did notice, which is extremely curious. So I've just taken the body off, and as I was taking the screws out, you can see there's the holes to this end, to this end. If I can get the camera in close enough, hopefully you can see there on the middle wheel here, whoops, this wheel pickup is about 27 miles away from where it's supposed to be. If we compare to the other ones over here, which you can't even see because they're in place properly, there's one tucked away down there, but this one appears to be 7 miles away, which is odd. Alrighty then, she's on the track, decoder is fitted. I decided to leave the middle pickups as they were from the factory, just out of pure curiosity. If I have any problems with it, at least I know what the problem could be. I haven't programmed it yet. I'll do that once I know it works. So take a look at my phone. Select locomotive. 3. Acquire. So I'll have to hold this in my hand. Go. Nothing. 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 Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, fantastic. Power is on, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Give me a moment, please. Okay, we got it, we got it. It's just extremely stiff because it's basically brand new. But she does go. So I'm gonna let this run in off camera, and then I'll get back to you once it's had a little bit of warm-up time. Damn it. So it's only been going for a few minutes, but already it seems to have loosened off quite well, which is good. Firebox flicker works as well. I turned it on accident and almost scared myself. It's getting better, very, very slowly. And I will say, oops, I will say, the air quotes stay alive inside seems to be a bit temperamental. Sometimes it works and sometimes it just kind of doesn't. I guess it needs time to charge a little bit, I suppose. But every single lap it does smoothen out and get a bit looser, which is fantastic. Alrighty then, so it's been a couple of days actually since the last clip that you would have seen, and it's running beautifully. I will point out that it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I'll insert a clip here. You can see wasn't running properly to start with. It would kind of stutter and lag about a little bit, but after a bit of a fiddle and a poke and a prod and some gentle encouragement, it runs absolutely fine. So my only guess would be that was some kind of running in issue, you know, where the model was so new and, you know, stiff and, you know, wasn't running properly, but she's running fine now, so not even concerned. The stay alive doesn't work in the slightest. I don't know why. I've checked it, everything seems fine. It might be because I'm using a really cheap decoder. I am going to have a play around and buy a slightly higher end decoder and just see if that makes a difference. It shouldn't, but you know, stranger things have happened. She's currently running a Gauge Master Next 18 decoder. I think I've got the box for it over here somewhere. Oh, no, it doesn't actually say. Gauge Master Omni Next 18 decoder. That should be fine, but I don't know, basically. I'm not totally sure. A decoder should be a decoder at decoder o'clock, but who knows. Now, I do apologise if the camera goes a bit freaky. It is unbelievably bright outside. The sunshine has decided to blare straight through my window today in the middle of filming. So if at any point this entire left-hand corner just disappears, entirely disappears, that's why, basically. It's too bright outside. But rather perversely, if I shut the curtains, the camera can't see anything, so bleh. So let's end this video with some close-up running shots of the locomotive itself. And that only leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Update video on Cowbridge should be coming in the next few months, probably the new year. And hopefully some new Railworks content will be coming as well. Keep an eye out. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye!
Hello, voiceover Nathan here. While we watch a few clips of the Manor going around, I'd like to talk briefly about the shipping process from Accurascale themselves. So I bought this model on pre-order direct from Accurascale back in July, and then waited some 3 or 4 months for any scrap of news from them about when they would be arriving on people's doorsteps. Every post on their social media was along the lines of, "The Manors are right around the corner," and every update on the website was "arrival imminent," and that was kind of it. Seemingly endless line of broken promises and a whole bunch of maybes and what ifs. It's not a great first impression from them at all, really. But, you know, I guess COVID slowed them down a bit. And with that said, when the model did arrive and I was having issues with it, they were really good and real fast in communicating with me about said issues, and reminded me of the 30-day refund warranty thing, giving me 30 days to decide if I want to keep the model or not. And, you know, delays and stuff happen from time to time. There's not a lot that we can do about it. But what I would say they could improve on is, rather than saying, "Oh, they're just around the corner," because the corner is a circle at this point, with never-ending worry about whether it's going to turn up or not, I'd recommend that rather than saying, "Oh, they're just around the corner," I would just say, "We don't know, but they are on the way." Because for 2, maybe 3 months, I was genuinely concerned that I wouldn't get my model at all. I thought it was lost to the aether, because I hadn't even had a notification of when it was shipping, and I still haven't, by the way, Accurascale. You know, it just seemed weird, but it's here now, so I guess I was worrying for nothing. But as a first impression of this company, not great. It's not great at all. You guys really need to buck up your ideas and sort out communication with customers waiting for their pre-orders. If you want Money Anime for a Class 31 or a Class 50, you've got to make some serious changes there. Overall then, what Accurascale have produced here is simply astonishing. The amount of model that you get for the price you pay, and the amount of detail you get on the model as well. I fell asleep counting how many rivets I could see on the front of the buffer beam, and all of the extra, what I would call play features as well, such as the stay alive, your mileage may vary, and the flickering firebox effect from the factory are simply brilliant.